Good morning and happy Friday. Happy October. Let's see. To get us started today, we need to, for our generals, we need to kill one alligator. Not hard. We need to eat 5 candy, drag a non-player enemy from horseback for 750 distance. We need to update our facial appearance at a barber, catch 5 fish with a lure, do a herb picking contest, catch 3 sockeye salmon. Not too bad, not too bad. No showdowns, no free roams. For bounty hunter, we need to bring in 2 bounties from Lemoyne posters. We need to catch 2 bounties within 1 real world hour. So as long as you're doing bounties, do 2 of them and make sure that you complete them within an hour. And we need to complete 1 hard or legendary mission bounty. So if you go to Lemoyne and you do the hard, like the level 3 or the prestige bounty, it will register for both of these. And then you just do 1 more in Lemoyne and you can get all 3 of these done. Good morning, Will. Happy Friday. For the trader, we need to donate 3 deadly predator carcasses or skins. So these are your alligators, your wolves, your panthers, your cougars, your bears. And we do have to kill an alligator for a general. So throw it on the horse or skin it if it's a large one and donate it. Take 2 more. We need 2 goods sold to a distant buyer. And with the boosts that are going on this week, that's some good money. And resupply completed with 5 minutes or more left on the clock. For the collector roll, we need to drink an antique alcohol bottle, use 3 collector maps, and find 3 tarot cards. For the collector maps, you can, one of 2 ways, you can buy these from Madame Nazar, and if you go in and you buy some of her cheaper ones, like the flowers and the tarot cards, and like the random ones, or I believe the arrowheads one is also very cheap. Not too much. I like to keep a couple of these on hand in my satchel just for like if I need to use this for a daily. But I will open the map, and then if I want, I will go in and I will pinpoint, like put markers down where the stuff is, or I'll just open it and then I'll go back in and discard it, and then open another one and discard it, and then open another one and discard it, just so that way I can get the daily done really easy. And then I use the JR map to collect anyway. So the only reason I keep collector maps is specifically for this daily. But if I don't have to use them for this one, then I won't, just because then I'm just spending money for no reason. But they're good to have on handy just in case you need a quick, like, okay, I don't feel like running around and doing other things, or I don't want to do the bounty, or I don't want to do whatever the case may be. It's a pretty easy one to keep on hand. Let's see here. For Moonshine, we need to do distance traveled on a Moonshine wagon for doing deliveries. And also with the bonus that's going on this week for the Moonshine, this is actually one that if you just keep running Moonshine every 48 minutes, you'll get this one eventually. The distance doesn't seem long, but Moonshine deliveries are pretty local. I actually have one ready. I might go and do the delivery just so you guys can see how much distance I get on just the one delivery, so that way you can kind of figure out how much you have to do if you want to. We need to change our bar decor. That you can do, I'll show you when we get in there. You can change either the entire decor, or you can just change one of the, like the picture that hangs over the bar. And then 2 Moonshine story missions completed. And I don't even bother with this one. It's so time consuming sometimes to do those Moonshine stories. And 98% of the time, they do not even register for the daily for me. So, or if I do, I can get one to register, but then the second one won't. And it's just frustrating. So I don't even bother. For the naturalist, we need to not kill an animal for 24 game hours. And I've actually managed to get this one quite frequently because I start the game up and I sit in my lockbox while I kind of get everything around and, make breakfast or whatever. And that's the only way I get this one, is if I put myself in the game, in the post office or the Moonshine Shack or my lockbox, and let it just sit. Other than that, yeah, I just can't seem to manage to. I always have like a a blue jay run into my face or something, and then I get, you know, credited for trampling. And then we need 3 farmland animal samples taken. So these are like all your pigs, your cows, your bulls, your ox, the sheep, and then 3 wetland animal samples taken. And these ones are your large and small alligators, your green iguanas, the alligator snapping turtles, your Florida panther, your regular panther, and then almost all the snakes. You have your diamondback, your midland water, your timber, your north and south copperhead snakes, the cottonmouth, and the northern water snakes. Um, those ones are sometimes a pain in the ass to get samples of because they're in the water and you can't pick them up or drag them, so you have to like kind of push them to shore, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Um, let's see here though. So while we were here at camp, I'm going to go ahead and go into my weapon wheel and tab over to items and go to my provisions here, and I'm going to scroll through, there we go, candy. So you can buy candy from the catalog, or you can find it all over the place if you loot buildings and houses. You can also run into any general store and buy it that way. If you walk around the shelves, you can actually kind of buy things off the shelf. What are you doing, woman? Okay. Candy, more candy, more candy. There we go. Candy's eaten. Alright, so I'm actually down here in the bayou, Blue Water Marsh area. I'm not too far from the peninsula. We don't have to do any kind of cooking today, so I'm going to go ahead and go out and see if I can get 3 gators real quick. Here we go. Gator 1 dead, and that's the general daily. I'm going to go ahead and just skin him. If you have a hunting wagon, something I do, which, if I hadn't seen the 2 gators sitting right here, just a helpful little tip, if you have the hunting wagon, is to go down to the peninsula, and I will go on the map here in a second to show you where I'm talking about, and they have like the little tiny gators, and I will spend a little bit of time while I'm like restocking up my herbs and my big game meat. But I will put a hunting wagon out on the peninsula, and then all the little gators I will skin and then throw their pelts in the wagon. Now for the wagon you can carry 5 large pelts or carcasses, but like I think it's like 50 regular, like if you just like the ones that you roll up and lay on the back of your horse, so like deer, baby gators, stuff like that. You can fit like 50 of those in there. So I like to stock up and have like maybe 12 or 15 of the small gator pelts in the wagon already. So that way, when this is a daily, I can just call out my wagon and donate 3 predator carcasses and be done with it quick. What are you doing, horse? Alright, so that's 2. I just need 1 more, and where I'm at is usually a really good spot to have gators and stuff close by. There's usually a bunch sitting right here on the bank. Oh well. See if we can run down over here real quick and grab 1 more quick. All the little birds everywhere. Oh, I wish I had some time to hunt. There's one. The gators are usually pretty easy to find. Oh my. We have this sun gator over here. Don't think I need a sample of him. The sun gator is red and oh no, I'm in pattern. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah, I don't need a sample of him, but I will take his skin. Where did he go? All his buddies. Alright, so if you come across this guy, be careful, because he usually has like a whole horde of gators that'll come after you. Alright. Nice. I'm gonna go over here real quick and skin these guys because come on. There you go. Anybody else? Anybody else? I need gator teeth. Gator teeth are 80 cents worth of materials, and it doesn't sound like much, but if you have 30 of them in your satchel and your crips is really low, they make really good quick filler. And with the bonuses this week, I've been trying to keep my trader stocked and running at all times. $1,000 a delivery almost is a damn good way to try and get to that million mark that I'm going for. Alright, so I don't actually know off the top of my head. Now, in logic, you would think yes, but it's Red Dead. I'm not sure if the legendary gator pelt will count as a deadly predator carcass, so I'm going to take this gator and bring him back to camp just in case. Carefully. Wow, that's what I thought. Okay, there we go. Alright, real quick, I am going to try. I'm pretty sure, but I just want to make sure.
Supplies are starting to run low, just so you know.
Yes, okay, it did count. Again, I didn't think it wouldn't. I just wasn't positive, and sometimes the game does dumb thing. Like, it just, yeah. Alright, so while he's here, I'm just going to go ahead and give this to him, too. Alright, so one of our things is we have to complete a resupply with 5 minutes or more on the timer. And I have one of those ready here. So I'm actually going to, just real quick,
all
do a
for
resupply.
greater economy, like the good old days before we all became beholden to pieces of shiny paper. Anyway, my friend has some more goods to trade if we can hunt him some deer. And by we, I obviously mean you. I have enough on my plate. Thanks, partner. You're the best.
Alright, so we need to go find a deer and take it to the guy. You know, because deer is so plentiful out here in the swamp. Oh. Aha. There you go. He was conveniently placed. I did one of these the other day, and I was over in Heartland, and it said it wanted a turkey. And I come out of the menu there talking to Crips, and I look around and there's a damn turkey standing right in my camp. Alright. This is the one where we have to go all the way to the Heartlands, and then I gotta try not and wreck the wagon and get back to camp with at least 5 minutes left on the timer. There you go, dumbass. You're surrounded by deer.
Now feel free to help yourself to those supplies.
Alright. Let's go. I don't know what's going on over there, but I hear dynamite going on. I have a feeling. Don't come hauling ass up on me. Yeah, try and get this damn thing to camp real quick before it gets blowed up. Oh, come on. Plenty of time to spare on the timer, that's nice.
At least you brought some of it back.
Alright, resupply done. I like how the wagons give you 20 units of material also. Those little bags only give you like 5. That helps with some of the hunting there. Well, let's see. He should be good. And alright, until 94. So, alligator. Our resupply and our 3 deadly. Alright, so we're actually not too far from my favorite salmon spot. And since we need salmon today, I like to go right up here. So right above the Vian River on the Kamasasa there at the hook. That is my favorite spot to go and get salmon. So we're going to ride over there real quick and catch 5 of them. The daily only needs 3, but the other daily needs 5. So we're just going to catch 5 salmon. Which is good, because I need succulent fish in my satchel anyway. I'm running... In fact, I think I'm out. The other day we had to cook 3 succulent fish, and I had to go catch some. There's a spot up on the Dakota by Valentine, but it's one of those things where in that river you can catch all 4 of the larger fish. And there's certain spots, whereas this one I know the only large fish is the salmon, and they're pretty concentrated here for the most part. Normally, we'll see how it is with the spawn rate for today because it's a daily, but this is just kind of my favorite spot to go. So right here where the water picks up and it's a little bit quicker, in between these rocks and these rocks here. Hello, Mr. 247. Happy Friday. So right here, where the water kind of gets quick, this is where I like to stand. There's a bunch of fish here, but if you put on like a special river, and then go into Eagle Eye real quick, so you can see the larger fish over there in between the rocks, and the only larger fish in this area right here are the salmon. So you're guaranteed to catch the salmon today with these. Some of the other places you can catch like largemouth and smallmouth and trout or whatever. Alright. I hate fishing. Makes me all twitchy. There's a conversation on Facebook this morning about how easy it is to make money now versus the things that people had to do that have been playing since beta. And I think I've got like over 5,000 fish caught, just because that's the way, that was the best way to make money in beta and not lose it when someone shot you as you're like running to the butcher. My little fishies. There we go. Alright, let's see. Right there. Now, if I had some people on, I would have probably started a herb picking contest before we all did this, since we're all standing here fishing and whatever. But I'm gonna have to wait until later to get my herb picking contest done. Alright, one more. Over there's a good spot. Come on. Right, that should be 5. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, and then what I'm going to do real quick, because I have been having problems with, like the trout and the salmon getting hung up in the satchel for some reason, and I'm not able to break them down. So what I'm going to do real quick is, since I just caught these 5, I'm actually going to break them down now and have them as succulent meat in my satchel, so that way later when I need to break them down, there's not an issue. I had to sell a whole bunch of trout the other day because I couldn't get them to break down, so I just went and sold them. So what I've been doing is, to help kind of like counter that issue in the system, is as soon as I catch trout or salmon, I just break them down as soon as I'm done fishing. If you want to keep them for like the succulent meat, if you want to sell them, then just go sell them. Alright, so I can't start one right now because I don't have any posse members. But if you open a persistent, it cannot be a temporary, it has to be a persistent posse, have at least one other person in the posse with you, go to your free roam menu, come down to your posse section, open up your persistent, come back out, go down to posse versus, and then this is the list of all the posse verses that you can do with posse members in. So like mine are all grayed out because I don't have any team members on right now. But if I had someone else in the posse with me, I could come down here to herb picking contest and activate it. And then it doesn't matter if you guys are all sitting around and fishing, like trying to get these dailies done, like doing dailies at the same time. As long as one person picks at least one herb, everybody will get credit for the herb picking contest. But you have to have at least one person pick at least one. So that way it shows that there was some participation in the contest, and then everybody gets credit for it. And then you guys can all get your fish, whatever you want to do. And like I said, I'll have to get that one done later. So I'm going to see if we can get a fast travel camp to come up. There we go. I'm going to go... I don't think Lemoyne has... I don't want to go to St. Denis. So I'm just going to go to Blackwater real quick. St. Denis has a barber, but I hate that place, so... I'm going to go to Blackwater and go down to the actual barber. You can also go into, like, Valentine. There's a barber in the back of the saloon on Main Street. And then we just have to change a facial appearance. So for the men, you guys can change like your beards or your mustache, and you can either just find like a cheap color variation of what you currently have if you don't want to change anything, and just change the color for like $13 and then change it back. For the ladies, we have to change our makeup. That is our facial appearance. Um, so what I normally do is, because I like her just the way she is, I'll come down to foundation and I'll just put like no foundation and then either put it back or I'll just leave it. And then the next time we have to change facial appearance, I go back in and I'll put the foundation back on. I'm actually going to do that now because she looks a little raggedy. Like she needs it.
Cowpoke in here a few weeks back.
But that one's a pretty easy one. Most of the time you can do it for like under $10 if you don't want to spend a lot of money on it. And then, alright, we need to drag somebody. But we need to make sure that they are an enemy first. If you have high honor and you don't want to lose your honor, you can always go to Thieves Landing and drag one of those people. Let's see here, I do have my lasso out.
Real tough guy with a gun in your hand.
Alright, so now he's mad. We're going to lasso him, and we're just going to slowly try not to kill him. It's probably better to do this away from a town so that we don't have all the witnesses, but this is where we are. If you haul ass, you'll kill your person pretty quickly. If you go a little slower, preferably like in softer ground like grass, they tend to live longer. Which means you can get more distance out of them. There we go. This guy lasted the whole time. Look at him, he's a champ. And then there was a rock. Oops. Alright, so that should give us all of the generals except for the herb picking contest. But like I said, that one I'm going to have to wait till later. Or possibly do that, you know, like invite a bunch of random people from the lobby. I wish there was kind of like a lobby chat where you could put out there like, hey, I'm in your lobby, I need at least one person for an herb picking contest, or hey, lower levels, I was in a lobby last night with like 20 people and none of them were over level 40, and I had a handful of deliveries that we could do, and I was trying to scoop up some of these new players. They were like level 6 and 12 and 21, and I actually went through and I messaged a bunch. I was like, guys, like, you know, I've got like $1,200 for you and like 3,700 XP, and nobody took it. I was like, holy shit. That would have been so nice, like, if that was something that was available when I first started and was like a level 12, just to have someone like random be like, hey, I've got like 3 deliveries to do, you'll make $1,200. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, it'd have been nice to have some kind of like lobby chat. There goes somebody's horse hauling ass. Alright, so I'm over here in the plains, and my Moonshine shack's at Tall Trees. So I'm going to ride over here real quick and do my change decor, and possibly do a delivery real quick, so that way you guys can see just kind of like roughly what the estimated distance is on those wagons. And I think it's like, if you don't fuck around and drive around, you know, in circles, oh shit. I think it's like 3 or 4 deliveries that you have to do in order to get the distance traveled for the Moonshine roll daily. Like I said, if you're grinding out some money and grinding out the Moonshine this week because of the bonus, that's something that you'll get done regardless. One of those nice, like, it just happens when it happens type things. Alright, so if you go into your Moonshine shack and go see Maggie, go to your Moonshiner store, and this is where you can change the bar decor. So you can actually come down to bar decor, and these are on sale this week for 5 gold off. I left one undone so that way you guys could see how much they were. They're normally 15 gold. They're on sale this week for 10. But if you're trying to save up gold, this coming Tuesday, we've got the Quick Draw Pass 4 coming out, which is going to be another 25 gold. So if you are low on gold, I mean, you don't really need to buy bar decors. If you already have at least 2, you can easily just go ahead and switch from one decor to another if you already have one, and that will register. One of the things that I do is down here in photos, you get a bunch of these for free. Like I don't actually know if new players get these for free, but I don't think they were very expensive. 200 bucks, 175, 165, and then there's some free ones. But I mean, it's better than, you can make cash so much easier than gold. So I mean, even if you need to, I would say spend the 200 for the picture, so that way you can rotate it through for the dailies. But I just come in, and what I do is I just change the photo on the back of my bar, and I get the daily instead of trying to spend gold or whatever. Plus, I like my bar decor the way it is, and it's just the. So there, that one's done. Oh yeah, we were gonna do a delivery. Distracted.
Bonjour.
I don't have a moonshine already. Alright, I'll start one.
Very well, but this could be cheaper.
Prices this week.
Yes,
Love it.
this is a good flavor. Now, all it needs is some time.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure. So I have the JR map open because I know we need tarot cards today, and I happen to know that there's one at Manzanita Post here inside this little shack. I believe it's under the bed. Yes. Come on. Alright, now I got distracted with trying to drag somebody, but if you go to Blackwater before the... Alrighty. I'm gonna go back to Blackwater. There is a Caribbean rum, which I've been using a lot of my collectibles this week on the Moonshine stuff. But if you don't have any antique alcohol bottles and you need one, there's actually one over here close to the fast travel, and also a tarot card. You can kind of double those up. Back here, you can see our little sparkly tarot card on the back of this wagon here. And then over here in this tent, alright, so normally I'm full on candy, but there's candy here, and we need to eat candy today. So you can actually gather quite a bit of stuff in Blackwater area. You know, you need to give your appearance update. There's candy, there's alcohol, there's 2 tarot cards. The second tarot card is back here on the porch of this place right here. if you go into your satchel, if you plan on drinking the Caribbean rum for the daily, it will show up in your recents, but I'm actually going to save that one for something else. So I L1 over to the very last collections category here. Go down to your alcohol category, and then you can come through here and find, I'm going to do Tennessee whiskey because I have 8 of them, and then all you have to do is just drink it. It gives you great gold cores for at least your stamina and your Deadeye. We're going to run over and get our third and final card. Now, why some of these... Oh, shit. Why some of them let off the gold sparkles and some don't, I have no idea what the difference is and why. It would be nice if they all did it. Let's see here. So that should be our tarot card. Let's see here. I'm gonna real quick do an inventory check. So I know that the only general that we need left is the herb picking contest. So we have 6 out of 9. So I need 3 more. So I can run down and get some samples. These are not going to happen right this very minute. I don't feel like doing that one. That one will definitely happen later, but I'd probably go do these 2 though. We're gonna go to Rhodes and we're gonna see what they have on the bounty board. Not going to the Saint Denis. Alright, choop, 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 choop. I wanted to go in the general store real quick. So if you go into a general store, you can actually walk up to things. You see how it says like chocolate candy bar, canned pineapples. You can actually just buy things right from just walking around if you don't feel like going into the whole catalog thing, or if you like the more like immersive part of the games. I always thought this was cool when I first started. You could actually just walk up to things like you are shopping. You can pick it up and
range is in the catalog.
Zoom in, check it out.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't want a brandy. Buy a horse reviver.
Don't take them yourself. That's a hell of a time.
But yeah, just kind of some cool stuff. All the little details in this game that just make it just absolutely a beautiful game. Alright, let's see what we got here. So that's the prestige one. Alright, well, we were going to have to do probably 2 to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and just do Wilson Peck. But posing as a worker at Lambert Machine Works, he did knowingly commit sabotage, lost their lives, his patron is... Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to kill him. But he is a level 3 hard, so that will register. I'm out of Lemoyne, and if I so choose, I could do a secondary one and get both of the other. Probably will. Bounty roll's probably my least favorite, but sometimes it's handy on the dailies. A little time consuming. As long as it's not one of those ones where you have to like follow clues. I hate those ones. Boy, the little apple patch here. I don't know about anybody else, but I was... Shit. I get clotheslined by the apple trees, but I don't do much better with the fences. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those ones where you have to search for clues. Yep. Damn it.
Some of the youngins caught a snake, been sicking it on the birds and the like.
Sure ain't the first time.
And nothing. But you actually have to follow the entire trail in order for it to go away.
How do you do? Hello.
I can follow. Nothing here, but at least we got a tarot card. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
I think Pablo's gonna have to put this stuff down and keep
What?
track of
You
the
looking for
birds.
trouble?
There it is.
Well, yeah, I heard that before.
Urgh. Alright, if I was another piece of sparkly Spectre Gadget shit, where would I be?
How do you do?
Saw a man gristle to the heel run down by a wagon the other day.
Always in the barn. Is this one in the chicken coop? Nope.
Hey, you don't belong here. Find this.
I thought about killing you, but just sitting here meditating.
Untie me now.
I don't think I will, sir.
Course. wriggle out of this, and when I do...
Where's the... Did they take away the option to hit them when they won't shut up? That might be kind of sad. Trees, don't hit the fence.
Just my luck, it happened again. Hell. Hey!
Alright. Shit. Keep them alive the whole time, kill them upon entry.
I was just this second gonna head out there and bring that one in myself. Put him in the cell. Here's your due.
Let's get it done.
Oh my god. What the? Oh! Asshole? $10,000 experience gained from bounty hunting.
Things is bad for old Joe.
Alright, so I actually have that one pinned. So I'm gonna go in and reset that. That is 0.5 gold. And $100. I forgot about the $100.
There a reason you got that gun out?
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do just the level 1. So that way we get the 2 from Lemoyne and the 2 within 1 real world hour. And this one will close out, provided I'm successful, this will close out my roll challenges needed, because all 3 and I only needed 3 more. I do so love when you can combo up. But yes, they are very, very time consuming. Oh, no. Okay, no. Get off the bike. Probably fix the bridge. Yeah. Holy thunderstorm. Not too bad dailies today. If I had had somebody on, I could have done that or picking contest while we were fishing. And this would complete, and we could have had all the dailies done in under an hour. No free roams, no showdowns. Yeah, it's a pretty damn good Friday. There we go.
I trust your conscience is clear. Come get your due.
Then an extra 75 gold. Cha-ching, cha-ching. There it is. Not too bad. Lots of gold made from doing bounties today. So we got the 2 in 1 real world hour completed, the 2 from Lemoyne, and the hard. So, there we go. 9 out of 9. Take a minute, get all this blood off my horse. Madame Nazar is all the way over in one of the most ridiculous spots to find her. There is no fast travel close by. You can always try and pop your camp over in Rio Bravo and see if you can get it close, but for the most part, she is right over here by where it says Plainview. Let me pull up the exact spot so that way I'm not right at the base of where the road ends here. She sits right about there. So she's over in Plainview today. Easiest place would be to go to Tumbleweed and ride through all of this shit. If you already have some of these, what you can do is, for the collector role, if you wanted to use some of the maps. So if you go into your documents, you have your collector maps. They're different than your treasure maps. They're the ones that you buy from Madam. And you can go down and I'm going to open up coins. So you just hit use and it will open up a map. And if you want, it's not going to give me any locations. Well, that's fun. Okay. So, apparently the maps have issues. Don't plan on using them. But once you've opened it, you can go back in go back over to your collector maps, go back down to the one that you had opened. Where did it go? Oh, for shit's sake. Okay, so it must have just disappeared, because why not? I wonder if this one works. There's that when there's little glitches in the system. Okay, so when you open a map, you're supposed to have these little yellow spots to show you where there are items close by. So I did tarot cards. So if you don't want to run all over, whatever, there's actually 3 tarot cards pretty close right here in Rhodes where you have to come anyway to do some bounties today if you choose to do the bounties. So that's nice. Put some markers on. But these only give you a generalized area. And like I said, I never use these. I just use the JR map because the JR map shows you exactly where you're going. Alright, so this one actually opened. So go back in your satchel. Go back over to your collector map. Go back down to tarot cards. And then you have the option to deactivate and remove this by discarding it. And what that does is it closes the map, takes it out of your inventory, and then you can go back over and open another one and do the same thing if you want to actually use the maps as one of your dailies to do. Let's see here. So we already went over the samples. Those ones you guys know how to do if you're doing that. And I think that's it for today. There's not really much else we can do. I've showed you how to open and do an herb picking contest, even though I can't do one right now. But I'll get that one done later, because when everybody starts getting on, we'll probably have to do 2 or 3 of them. But that is it for me for today. Feel free to message me if you guys have any questions, or if you have anything that you need help with, or if you can't find stuff. If you ever want to catch a live stream, I'm always open for questions. If you have anything that you want to see how it's done, or if you're not sure what you're doing with certain things, I have no problem showing you how to go about getting some stuff done and helping you enjoy the game better. So, yeah, hit subscribe so that way you get notifications when I go live. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for more Dailies with Dammit. Have an amazing Friday.